It's time to do some funnies. What is Edgeworth gonna say first?
Gurgle-labba-bibbin! You never expected that, did you?
God, all of the women are here in this room.
What was that, Mr. Edgeworth? I didn't quite get that.
It's... I don't fucking know. You're right, there are so many women here, Jesus.
What dialect was that? Kindergarten?
They all have different voices.
Let's see, let's count them out. Everyone from Sesame Street, let's count them out.
No!
Whoa, do it.
Oh.
Test results have come in, sir. Traces of ubiquium were found in the teapot.
They were?
Here's what Mr. Edgeworth said.
Damn right. Guess who's always right? It's me.
My first day. This is kind of overwhelming. I think I need to take a seat.
Shut the fuck up. Curse you! You better not think this means you beat me, you fucking asshole.
You really need to drop this obsession with coming in first, Mr. Winner.
No! Now I'm the winner! I have to come in first!
We're all on the same side here, remember? We're all trying to get to the truth.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get the truth firstest. But first is best! Everyone knows it's better to be a winner than a loser like your husband.
That's really no way for a prosecutor to think. Not a successful one, anyway. Of course, you can also be obsessed with winning and then whip people, but, you know, then you'll really be a loser.
I mean, I just kind of hit myself all the time, so I don't, you know.
I wouldn't recommend doing that.
I don't mean it.
I
It
recommend
just
getting a therapist.
So that was that.
I have therapy tomorrow. Oh, God.
I just imagine Verity pops up like, I have therapy tomorrow.
You have therapy tomorrow. Enough, Mr. Edgeworth. Please refrain from taunting the boy.
Okay. Ha ha! You a loser! Beep, 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 beep.
Verity! He's making fun of me!
Ignore him, Eustace. He isn't worthy of your attention.
Okay. Fucking Val! Oh, alright.
Why don't I take care of things from now?
Does that
In
mean
the
I can go play
meantime-
Angry Birds?
You can perform from far more important tasks of getting and checking on the victim.
Oh, yeah, okay, good idea. I'll be right back. Bye, Loserworth.
Exactly. We shall see you shortly then.
Good idea. Give Junior something to do, you know? Make him feel important. Mr. Winner's annoying, but totally harmless. Judge Gavelle, on the other hand...
Now. Miss Bound, perhaps you could explain why traces of ubiquium was found in your teapot.
I had no idea there was anything like that in there. Perhaps it's one of the ingredients in the dishwashing soap I use.
So you are telling the court that you did not intentionally put ubiquium in the teapot.
Yes, exactly. Why would I do that? Until today, I had no idea it could even be used to make poisonous gas.
Objection! You're a trained actress, are you not, Miss Bound? I'd have thought you'd be a more convincing liar.
What do you mean?
You have access to the Ultimate Cookbook, correct? A book that just happens to contain instructions on how to create the poison gas used in the attack.
What?
Meaning, it's perfectly possible for you to know exactly how to make it.
Why? Why?
I don't know why it has it in there. That's so fucking stupid.
Is it like a reference to the Anarchist Cookbook in that regard?
I don't know. I don't know why it has poison gas.
You're very well informed, Mr. Edgeworth.
If I remember correctly, what it says in the book is just like, make sure you do not mix these two specific ingredients. They are poisonous.
Hang on, let me check the fucking evidence real quick. Cause like, yeah, this cookbook is fucking whack. Cause it has the cure for diseases in it and fucking mustard gas recipes and all that shit. I'm like, this isn't a fucking cookbook. It's like a fucking apothecary's satchel or some shit.
Can you imagine going to dinner and someone's using that to make a meal and they open a pot and all you see is mustard gas?
If they open a pot and all you see is mustard gas, you aren't seeing anything ever again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Alright, go on. Go on.
Miss Bound, is what Mr. Edgeworth said the truth?
The book does contain information on how to make the poisonous gas, yes.
Not directly, but still.
But the fact I've seen it doesn't make me guilty. Can I ask exactly how the gas was triggered?
The victim used a blowtorch to heat the lid of one of the display cases, thereby melting the ubiquium.
I see.
Why is she laughing after hearing that? Should they use the blowtorch to melt the ubiquium?
But he locked himself in that room too, didn't he? Surely that, and the fact that he triggered it himself. Wouldn't it point to belonging to a suicide attempt?
So, she's not willing to admit to anything.
Furthermore, where would I have gotten a hold of Infectious Ultra?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps you stole it?
Oh god.
No.
here he goes.
I did bump into Moody Judy a week or so ago. And that very evening I noticed my Infectious Ultra.
I like that she has a bandage on her fucking.
Judy, surely you didn't. Do they see her? You carried your pack of pharmaceuticals with you everywhere, don't you? There would have been a number of opportunities for someone other than myself to steal it from you.
That's true. And I don't have any hard evidence that it definitely was Miss Bound who stole it.
Jude, there's clearly something you're not telling us. Why don't you just come clean, hmm? We all know you'd never hurt somebody for no reason, so...
Not you too. You think I'm guilty as well, Mr. Fender.
Can you blame me? We've got one wing disguised as another, a gas trap in one of the display cases. And you're the proprietor of the And you're the proprietor of the establishment. It's looking a lot like you did it, kiddo. Kiddo? You're like 20 years younger than her!
Yeah, no, what the fuck? Wait, what's the age difference between them, Trent? What the fuck?
Let me just...
Between them.
God, we never fucking finished. Okay,
So,
36.
36? Oh shit! He's over by 2 years!
You're both in your
Wait,
30s,
what?
yes.
Wait, no, but wait, hold on!
Fender's older
No,
by
let's
2
not
years.
fucking dwell on this. We got a lot of
Wait,
work to do.
Fender's older by 2 years?
Yes!
What?
Let's fucking dwell on this shit, man! We look at this
She looked older than him when he was 17!
Raid!
You got this all wrong.
Thank you, sorry.
You have to remember, the gallery doesn't have any security cameras nor any security personnel.
That sounds stupid.
If someone ill-intended person or other wanted to get in undetected, I don't think they'd have much of a problem. That is the worst thing.
That is the
know.
worst thing.
You're practically asking to be burglarized. Thank you, Kay.
Kay's smart here. Like, what the fuck? What do you
careful.
mean?
A great thief could have a field day in here. I could have a field day in here.
No, you're not having any field days in here. You're not, no field days for you, young missy. Oh, God, I don't think she's joking this time. Oh, God.
And actually, it seems that Mr. Gusto did, in fact, enter the gallery before it opened.
Sheesh. Judy's one tough cookie. She's not budging an inch. Maybe it's time to rock a little technique Gregory taught me back in the day.
Mind jest.
Yeah, hey, what technique might that be?
So, hear me out. Everything's connected to what happened 18 years back, yeah?
Can you imagine if fucking Fender has this thing called mind checkers?
You're playing chess. I'm playing tic-tac-toe. And since we're not getting anywhere by focusing only on the here and now, maybe we ought to approach this from a different angle and look to the past for clues instead.
A turnabout in thinking. So
God
my
damn it.
father used this method as well.
I taught him well.
All right. let's run this through the old Thinkatron. How was Jude's involved in what happened back then?
According to Miss Bound, it was because of her that Mr. Frost's flavored ice sculptures melted. And yet, his sculptures are here on display at this very gallery today. Is it possible that she... Thank you, Fender. I think I know what I need to ask Miss Bound now.
What was that cackle I heard? Did anybody else hear like a distant cackle?
It was
Ignore
the Joker.
it. It's
Move
my
on.
roommate.
It was the
yeah,
Joker.
Just ignore it.
His roommate's the Joker. Move on.
Don't thank me, thank your pops.
Thank you, Dad.
You're welcome, son.
Show.
Love you. Mwah.
Jolly good show! Now, take it away, Milesy. I'll grab the popcorn. I'm going to the bathroom.
Okay. All right. Get some confectionaries. Go take a piss. All right. We'll get the show started. Miss Bound, you say that you were the one who caused Mr. Frost's creations to melt 18 years ago, correct?
It's so... I was young and foolish, and it was a terrible accident.
And yet, what you did allowed you to open this exhibit, no?
What do you mean?
Yes, what do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? If you are going to ask such questions, perhaps a formal testimony from Miss Bound might be best.
Yes, perhaps it might. I'd like to know a little more about Zodiac Hall, and about why Miss Bound decided to dedicate this space to Mr. Frost's works.
Very well. If you believe it to be relevant to the case, I will allow it. Miss Bound, would you mind?
Not at all. I'll do whatever it takes to prove that I'm innocent.
You ain't, you stinky.
Then please, if you could give us some background on Zodiac Hall and the pieces on display here.
All right.
Stare down.
Judy, banana, bofooty. Zodiac Hall.
Mr. Edgeworth,
What?
is it okay if I go sit down for a second? My blood sugar is actually...
Go fucking sit down. No one's telling you
Alright.
to stand there anymore, man. Just
Oh,
fu- I have a fucking cross-examination to do. Go, shoo.
It's just because...
Shoo!
Okay.
Jesus Christ, these cops, man. It's like dime a dozen. First Beacons and you. All right, Zodiac Hall.
Damn a dozen. He's having a blood sugar issue.
Gumshoe is like a snack cake a dozen.
Oh my God,
You
Zodiac
should've
Hall.
said
Miss
$1.
Bound.
$1
What's the hall like? What hall like?
It was 18 years ago. 18 years. It took 18 years. But long last, I was finally able to buy Samson's home back a little while ago. But a place like this is expensive to maintain. The door is locked. So I decided to turn it into an art gallery. To end, I collected as many Paul Halik pieces as I could from around the world. Because if I'm honest, it's always been something of a dream of mine to open a space dedicated to his work.
Lollipop through the mask.
Thank you for your testimony, Miss Bound. How wonderful is it for you to be able to fulfill your dream? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, everything seems entirely above board to me.
Judge Gavelle, that was simply the witness's preliminary statement. As you surely know, the value of that testimony cannot be evaluated without due cross-examination.
Spoken like a true attorney. Very well. You may do what you must.
Alright, so she's able to buy Samson's home back a little while ago. A place like this is expensive to maintain, so I decided to turn it into an art gallery. That end, I collected as many Paul Halik pieces as I could from around the world. Okay. Hold it! Paul Halik. That was Mr. Frost's pseudonym, correct?
Yes, he adopted it while working as a sculptor in France.
I see. I'm curious about some of the pieces in your collection. More specifically, how were you able to acquire the Taurus and Gemini sculptures? It was my understanding that Mr. Frost died before he could complete them.
Yes. I was able to create replicas from the Winter Wing based on a photo of the sculptures he made.
Really? Perhaps you could go into some more detail on that.
If I'm honest, it's written something to dream work to the end. I collected many of Holly's too. I built the kid replicas of the Winter Wing based on photos of sculptures he made.
Now, I'm thinking, right, this is gonna be a spot difference thing here. So,
A fun game show.
so this is what they looked like 18 years ago, okay? Everyone got that captured, you know, got that put in your brains.
Yes, sir.
And
I-
here is what they
Yeah,
look. What? Where are they? Where's the fucking other? Where's the modern photo?
It's in your file, IS7. This is the IS7 case that you're talking about, right? It's in
Oh.
your file. Shouldn't it?
Should be. There.
Oh,
Okay.
Sorry, I thought I was hopeful.
Okay. Unassassinate Kabashi body was discovered. Body going missing.
Oh wait, would it be in the pamphlet?
Wait a minute. Wait.
Oh, Taurus and Gemini is 2 kids.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Wait.
Yeah, look, Gemini's 2 kids. The one that's in there is I think Virgo.
Yeah. No, the gallery pamphlet says it looks something different. Like fucking the Gemini statue. It looks different. It looks different.
Hmm?
And this is
think
what
that's
looked
a
like
Virgo
18 years
statue.
ago. Yeah. No. And then. Yeah.
And then that one, yeah.
No, wait! No, wait! I see the difference. See how the
Is
fucking...
the legs?
Yeah, it's the fucking legs. These two are like fucking like mermaids, right? And this one is like, they got legs. They got fucking human legs.
Yeah.
Oh, we got this, bitch! All right, you motherfucker! Are you ready?
Imagine this doesn't-
Objection!
Imagine.
Fuck! Oh! It was a really good observation, I promise!
Well, you seem determined to paint me as the... this is moving too fast for me to think.
It's fluff dialogue. Don't worry about it. Stop crying. Stop it. You're not allowed to be sad.
Shall we continue?
Get over it. This fucking... Shall we continue?
Oh, God damn it. I thought I had that shit. All right,
I thought so too.
let me try presenting the Winter Wing photo then. Objection! No! I'm
Yeah, bitch?
wrong!
Yeah?
Yeah.
You thought?
Uh,
You really thought?
I thought. Yes, I did indeed thought. God damn it. Then what the fuck?
Maybe you should think harder.
Maybe you should have a brain.
Damn. Go back to
You should
mind chess, you
stop
fucking
channeling it
idiot.
into gumshoe.
What could it be? What the fuck could it be? Oh wait, hey, wait a minute. All right, wait. This is about the Gemini case. This might help. Sugar composition matches that of sugar found in the pale blue liquid in Artie's Frost room 18 years ago. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. I completely fucking skipped over this. So if this liquid is the same fucking liquid from the 18 years, that means these are the same sculptures. Somehow, these are the same fucking sculptures. She didn't melt them at all. She's lying. Oh, we got her now. You guys ready? Objection!
Damn, okay, I was about to say, it didn't work.
Ha!
Try, Edgeworth.
I'm afraid you've run out of road, Miss Bound. You can lie all you like, but you can't deny the results of the test conducted on the sculpture's remains. And those tests leave no room for ambiguity. What you had on display weren't replicas. They were the very statues Miss Frost carved 18 years ago!
I can probably help explain why they worked out if you'd like, dear. It's the sugar, you see. You might think sugar, but the composition is actually very unique. You can probably recreate the statues, but the sweet secret of the chemical makeup, no chance.
Oh, well, thank you, Miss Scone. I mean, I don't recall asking for help, but I mean, yeah, alright, thank you. To put it simply, the statues didn't disappear back then because they melted. They disappeared because you spirited them away and kept them hidden for these 18 long years!
What? She kept a pair of flavored ice sculptures around somewhere all this time?
Heh, it's not the most out there idea in the world, assuming you had a big enough ice box.
Overruled! Quiet, all of you. Miss Bound, have you anything to say in your defense? Oh, you already learned that much?
Should I take that you mean you admit to having hidden the flavored ice sculptures in the question?
No, I admit to no such thing. You haven't proven that I was the one who took those statues away. And you won't, because it would have been impossible for me to do that in the first place. The police have already... Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. The police were already here when they disappeared. How could I have done it without them noticing?
Huh. How indeed. I don't yet know exactly how you did it, but I'm far from ready to say that it was impossible for you to have stolen them away.
You're a very persistent man, aren't you, Mr. Edgeworth?
Ha! My husband says the exact same thing. I am indeed, and I won't stop until I get to the truth.
I see. Then I'd better tell you exactly what I did that day 18 years ago.
You better. What I did that day.
The whole time before judging began, I was waiting upstairs in our living area on standby. During the judging, I had a chance to go change the camera film cartridge for Samson. Before I could take the camera back to Samson, I discovered Mr. Frost's body. Later around, when my father arrived, I mean your father, not my father,
Yes.
I began to make the rounds and serve tea to everybody present. That's when I saw Mr. Gusto entering Mr. Frost's room. And those were my movements on the day it all happened. I hardly see how you could take issue with any of that.
That's for us to decide, Miss Bound.
Are you saying there's a contradiction in her story, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's a fucking testimony in Ace Attorney game. What do you think, hey? I'm more focused on proving the fact that she did indeed steal those statues. The question is when she would have had the opportunity to do so. If I can pinpoint that, I might be able to prove what exactly she got up to. Alright.
Rebuttal.
Alright, so I'm thinking, right? So...
Are you
Yeah.
in your noggin?
So, she said right here, because this caught my attention, was when dear old Daddy Gregory arrived, she was, she was making the rounds and serving tea to everybody. She could have hidden the statues. I don't know, this was like a wild fucking shot. But I think this is the time where she was moving those statues around. She was using the tea cart. She was using the tea cart to do it, right?
Well, realistically, open up the evidence real quick. I just want to see something. Go all the way to the right real quick. I want to see if I remember this properly. No, all the way to the right. All the way to the final evidence. Yeah, doesn't that look like the cart?
It does. It does look like the bottom of the cart.
She could have put the statues on there and then draped it with the
with the cloth, the luminous
with
cloth.
the-
That
with
went
the cloth.
missing.
Yeah,
that went missing.
Yeah.
Boom.
and then she puts all the tea stuff to make it look like a tea cart.
Exactly. Hidden in plain sight. Clever girl. I'll press it just to be sure, but yeah. Hold
Yeah.
it! Just as you did today.
Yes. I went around and offered everybody working on the investigation a cup of tea.
Present company included. I remember it well. You were here, there, upstairs, downstairs, everywhere with that little cart of yours.
Interesting. Did anything strike you as strange around that time?
Oh yeah, Gregory was singing the praises of Judy's tea, and I think he mentioned his saucer was cold.
His saucer was cold? Was this the moment when Miss Bound stole the sculptures? Okay, that's a dead giveaway, because you never serve cold tea to an Englishman. I'm saying this is it, right here. Miss Bound, I believe this was when you stole the sculptures.
Love when your mic doesn't pick the fuck up.
I know, it's very
I
annoying.
hate to contradict you, but the fountain room was full of witnesses at that point, Mr. Fronter included. Are you suggesting that I somehow got the sculptures out of Mr. Frost's room, right under everybody's noses?
That is precisely what I'm suggesting.
How?
Miss Bound stole those ice sculptures, and she did it by hiding them. Yeah. Take that!
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. My father...
Did I miss anything?
My father and Fender had no idea that one of the sculptures was mere inches away from them. Because it wasn't just a tea set you were pushing around, Miss Bound, but it hid an ipe sculpture in a glass case.
Overruled. Surely such a thing would have to be impossible. How could a case that size fit under a serving cart? It would have been spotted immediately.
Objection! Who said anything about a serving cart?
What? I'm not
Well.
sure I follow, Mr. Edgeworth. What are you suggesting? She used instead.
I'm suggesting Miss Bound use this to transport the sculptures. This! Take that!
And this is...
It's a dolly. Or a cart, if you're normal. The cart that Miss Bound used to move the flavored ice sculptures out of the Mr. Frost's room 18 years ago. And it would appear that the very same cart is still here with us in this fountain room. Look, there it is. See? Look at that.
He just turns around and gestures to it. Jeez.
We originally bought it to use it in the contest.
And you're saying that Miss Bound loaded Mr. Frost's sculptures onto the cart and carried them off?
I am. As you can imagine, all one would need to do is lay the case on its side, add a tablecloth, and it'd look exactly like a normal serving cart, thus allowing her to move the sculptures around freely.
Can it be?
Holy moly! Of course! That's why those saucers were so chilly. They were sitting on top of a big block of ice.
You fucked up, Judy. Never give an Englishman cold tea. They'll always know when something's up.
Dude, how could you?
Impressive. Then again, you are Mr. Gregory Edgeworth's son. I should have expected no less.
I am complimenting you, but first your father. Or the father.
There isn't a scrap of evidence that I stole the sculptures all those years ago now. And yet, I knew no matter what I said or did, I'd always be under a cloud of suspicion.
You're sus.
So
Gregory,
you admit it. You admit that you stole them from Mr. Frost's room.
Yes, I do. I took those sculptures and their glass cases out that room 18 years ago. As Mr. Edgeworth correctly deducted, I dressed up the lift cart as a serving cart to do so.
Are so fucking clever.
And slipped in and out of Mr. Frost's room while I was going around serving tea to everybody. In the end, I removed not only the sculptures, but the flavored ice zodiac blocks as well.
Zodiac blocks? I feel like I've seen them for myself before. Each block of ice on display here must be incredibly heavy, though maybe not, with it being hollow on the inside. Yeah, there it is, right there. If the Winter Wing really is an exact replica of Mr. Frost's room from 18 years ago, then even
Oh, hi, Crow.
Hello, yes, you want to take over for, Judy, just to give...
The woman, yeah.
Judy.
You wouldn't mind, Ren, just to give you a bit more of a lighter load, since you're doing...
All 4 of the women are here.
Yeah.
All 4 of the women? Alright, I can take one woman away. I can take one
Vel,
woman away.
Judy, Scone, and Kay.
It's been very interesting to
All
watch.
the women.
Alright. Anyway, yeah.
I've been doing this
What are we doing?
time.
Oh yeah, Judy Bound just got fucking found out. Then, even though my father never saw them because they'd already melted,
I read that as even though my father melted.
the Zodiac blocks must have been... Shut up! The Zodiac blocks must have been in the victim's room back then as well.
Miles, remember, snow is weak to fire.
I just got... myself, Cordial Crow, I just got back from like a 2-hour walk. When I had finished moving the 2 ice sculptures and the 2 Zodiac blocks out, I took 2 fresh, empty cases to Mr. Frost's room and put them where the original 2 had been. Only the sculptures had been kept in glass cases, you see, to prevent them from being damaged. The blocks were a little more robust, so they had been displayed as is. That's why it sounds so loud in my room. There's no fan! There we go. Because, like, man, my room sounds really weird. There's no fan at full power. There, yeah! Okay. As stated in the contest rules, we were responsible for providing all display materials, including cases.
Meaning it would have been easy for her to prepare those empty spares he swapped in.
If that's not how she sounded last time, suck my nuts.
Yeah.
Mr. Foster Mr. Frostrum contained quite a few other flavored iceworks in progress. I figured if I melted them down, somehow the resulting puddle would look like it came from the sculpture.
Good heavens, Montgomery, do you see this? Water!
And that is how the sculptures from 18 years ago came to be in the Winter Wing today.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. That's quite the confession.
Indeed. I think she offered it so willingly because she knows there's nothing we can do with it.
Oh, hold on. Mirror shower. That's all I have to tell you.
Miles just sitting there. No, go on, take your time.
However, despite everything I've shared, you can't charge me with anything now, can you?
What?
The statute of limitations, bitch!
Oh my. I would have thought you might know at least this much, given you were at a crime scene.
Yeah, bitch,
Or
dumb
like
dumb
the
stupid.
statue of limitations.
Statutes for
Yes,
dummies!
memorized statutes of limitations outlined in this book.
Yeah, that way. Time limit for crime equal no crime. Sad face. Yeah, it's
Yeah, basically, once the crime becomes an adult, you can't prosecute anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, the crime's no longer a minor, you know.
You gotta get them when they're young.
Okay, relax, relax. All right. Easy there, type lotion.
Oh, come on!
What?
Congratulations. Yeah, statutes for dummies. You need to read up, Kay.
Simply put, Kay, prosecutors only have a certain amount of time within which they can put a suspect on trial for a given crime. Let's take a closer look, shall we?
see how many years exactly.
Yes.
7.
Theft is 7 years.
7 and 15.
Yeah, 7.
Murder's 15 years. Oh, I thought it was 18 years. Did they change it?
I think they might have.
It wouldn't have.
In real life, I don't think murder has a statute. of
No, it
limitations.
doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't.
But Ace
Thank
Attorney.
God it doesn't.
All right, it's Ace Attorney. We have rules here. Go ahead.
For every crime. Murder 15 years, theft 7 years. Oh.
Yes.
Breaking
yes.
a Kit Kat in half the wrong way. Life.
So if I don't get caught for 7 years, I'm safe.
Oh my God! This is not the takeaway you should be having from this. Oh my God.
No, he's right.
Bound eating a sandwich, mouthful. No, yes, you're right.
Oh, you shouldn't be around her. I don't like you being around her. Miss Bound,
Okay.
Miss Bound stole those ice sculptures 18 years ago, so it's too late to have. Yeah, it's too late to have her arrested for that. Jesus fucking Christ! It's too late to have her arrested for that crime.
Yeah, no nuts.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, really good.
That is a serious matter,
Hey, Judy, let me have some of that.
especially when it involves the removal of evidence from a crime scene.
I think this is too spicy for Fender. It's a spicy fiesta from Panera.
Oh, yeah, no. Too
As
spicy.
you
I
you
can handle it.
yourself just put it, Miss Bound, can no longer be prosecuted for her crime,
Mm-hmm. I'm free.
Home free.
rendering your revelation rather pointless. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Is that Fender
Objection!
dying from a spicy sandwich?
Maybe
Everyone,
a bit too
shut the
much.
fuck up about your sandwiches. Stop being white, Fender. I wouldn't be so sure.
This is white fuck.
I wouldn't be so
Literally the
sure
most-
about that. Everyone, please, come on. We had a fucking crime scene. Have some decorum!
Literally the
Why
most
don't you
melanin
have
in
the
the
sandwich?
For you see
Milk.
the theft of the ice sculptures
Please.
is shut up! The theft of the ice sculptures isn't my principal interest here.
room. Yeah, it's a sandwich.
No! God, fuck your sandwich! Shut up! I find the. God damn
You
it!
should eat something, Edgeworth. Put some meat in those bones.
I find
You
the
know, like
body
those
that
sheep.
reappeared 18 years after the theft to be of considerably more interest.
Oh, he's suggesting that I also hid Mr. Frost's body.
He's sweating
am-
from the spicy chicken sandwich.
I am indeed. Oh my god, guys, please. The bit is dead. The bit is dead. Let it die.
Never! It will always live!
That would be murder, Malzerino.
You keep a hidden
can't kill
body
it.
for 18 years without anybody finding it.
By hiding it in a very unusual way.
Now this is interesting.
Are you telling me that you know where the body has been all this time, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's not such a big leap if you think about what Miss Bound has told us already. Let's just say it wasn't just flavored ice that she removed from Mr. Frost's room back then.
Very well. If you are confident in this claim, let's put it to the test.
I can't.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, where exactly was Mr. Frost's body hidden?
I mean, the same place.
I would
Wait,
say.
No.
wouldn't it be the
From
wait, no,
Bell
wouldn't it be the statue because it was leaking blood? From Layer's sketch?
I mean,
No, I think
It
that
had
was
blood
the
coming from it.
chemicals.
No,
I
no,
think that
look
was
at
the
it, look at it.
chemicals.
Look at it, it has blood coming down.
No, I think those are the
those
chemicals.
are the chemicals. Okay, well, wait, those. I mean, yeah, those are the chemicals.
They're
Yeah,
coming from specific spots.
yeah, but you
The
can't
chemicals are
put it
also blood red.
inside. You can't fucking put it like inside a statue like that.
Why don't you fucking
well-
present the chocolates, bro, that she gave you, the 3 little dummy chocolates?
No, here's what I'm thinking she did. She used this to disguise that and put the body over that to make it look like a statue. That's what I'm thinking happened. That's what I'm thinking. This is where I'm thinking the location of the quote unquote body was. So in for a penny. Take that!
Oh, wow.
A photograph of Mr. Frost's work.
And of the victim's body, Your Honor.
Judy, what are you eating?
You will have to forgive me, but I don't see what you mean.
Just hear Judy crunching on some chips over there.
Where exactly in this photo is Mr. Frost's body hidden? There was no hit.
The victim's body is hiding right there. Take that!
The Gemini sculpture.
Yes, it may look like a sculpture at first glance, but it is in fact Mr. Frost's corpse!
The body.
What?
Your baby.
Charlie, you can't be serious. See anything in this photograph to support such a wild claim?
Objection! That's because a certain piece of evidence was used to hide the body in plain sight.
And what piece of evidence might that be?
Your mom.
Luminous cloth.
Yeah, it was this. It was the luminous cloth.
What
Take
man-
that! Oh shit, sorry. It's this, yeah.
One of the cloths in the autumn wing. Words were not.
Yes.
Gavel was so caught up.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off guard, but
Iron.
when it's made to glow in just the right way, it is so visually convincing you might mistake it for ice. Isn't that right, Miss Scone?
Well, yes, dear. But you can't make it look like just about anything, really, even blazing fire. Spectator blue will make it look like ice, yes. Exactly like it, in fact.
Overruled. It's not the case that a certain special device is needed to generate those colors, though.
Objection! Huh. If you would care to take another look at the photograph of the Winter Wing, Your Honor. You'll notice that there is a small box connected to the bottom of the Gemini display case.
That's
One of the very light-emitting devices in question. Detective Gumshoe even confirmed its presence. In fact, this particular device went missing 18 years ago. Back then, it was no doubt firmly connected to the cloth inside the display case, which means Miss Bound had no choice but to take it with her when she removed the sculpture. Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha ha! So you see, this cloth and the light-emitting device were being used to create the illusion that Mr. Frost's body was, in fact, a statue carved from ice!
No! Can't be.
Sorry to interrupt. Oh shit, I gotta read this first before I do my bit. Wait, so you're telling me that when we took that photo of us in the Winter Wing...
Yes, we were standing right in front of the body.
Alright, any more lines from me? Okay, I can do my bit real quick. Oh, that was really spicy. I gotta go to the bathroom, and when I get back, I might sound like a different person from how hard I have to go.
Oh.
Okay.
Ciao.
But the body and the
Oh,
cloth
okay.
were both recovered from the fountain. Why were they found if the body was, oh my god, the body was supposed to be in the Winter Wing disguised as a sculpture. Jesus fucking
Objection!
Christ.
Because there would have been no mystery as to how the body had been hidden if we had found it as is. Miss Bound needed to remove Mr. Frost from the Winter Wing in order to throw us off the scent.
Overruled. Ridiculous. I don't recall her sneaking around behind our backs to throw a body in the fountain.
No, and she didn't need to, because she had another method at her disposal. Her trusty lift cart. The same cart that had proved so useful in executing her original theft.
What?
I believe she wheeled the body into one of the other wings and floated it down the stream to the fountain. The frozen body, being quite solid, probably got stuck somewhere along the way, which is why only the cloth appeared at first. The cloth Miss Scone discovered.
And then the body followed afterwards once it had thawed enough?
Oh, then shut the fuck up! That is an ingenious theory, Mr. Edgeworth. But, can you prove that it was me? It seems a little unfair to expect me to accept your accusations without proof, don't you think?
What about an eyewitness? Do you think someone might have spotted her from when she was moving the body?
As a matter of fact, I do. And the contradiction in the piece of evidence I was provided will shed light on exactly how Miss Bound moved the body as well.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you think any evidence to support your allegations?
Of course. I have a piece of very compelling proof right here.
Then please present it to the court. What evidence do you have that proves Miss Bound acted as you claimed?
Okay.
This woman talks too much.
I'm thinking it's this. Because not only does it show, you know, Delicia getting the tarp out, but also it shows Judy Bound moving
Oh,
the thing.
Delicia. Oh,
Yeah.
lady.
I
can't-
hate that this is Larry's sketches, I'll be
I
honest.
can't
This is
fucking
awful.
believe Larry Butts'
Can I commission him?
Take that!
You think he draws men?
No.
Damn.
More drawings.
At least not to my knowledge. He's only
You're a
drawn women
bitch.
so far.
Oh
Oh.
my god. Is that me?
Told you, Gaval. I told you you're on this paper. You didn't. You ignored me.
Yes. Mr. Butts drew sketches of people as they passed through the fountain. You just listen. Just don't think about it. But what I'm interested in is the cart we can see here.
Miss Bound serving cart, what about it?
Just real quick, Crow.
Yeah,
You
what's
don't
up?
see it. She's using the same trick she used 18 years ago. Ergo, we know that Miss Bound was busy moving Mr. Frost's body when this picture was being drawn!
Okay, so, funny
What?
thing, Crow, is that when Larry describes the pictures, he's like, "Oh, that's Judy, that's Miss Gavel, and that's third lady." He's so mean to Skunk for no fucking reason.
Hold it! If I may, I don't see Mr. Frost's body anywhere in that sketch. All I see is a picture of me delivering chocolates to everyone.
Really? Then allow me to direct your attention to the color of the tablecloth, Miss Bound.
Yes, I can see it's blue.
I originally thought that Mr. Butts had made an error, but he assured me that couldn't possibly be the case.
It's very detail-oriented, I
This
guess.
tablecloth appears to be light blue.
Yes, a shade of tablecloth that Miss Bound doesn't seem to own. The
That's
cloth
astute
only appears to be
observation.
light blue due to the body hiding just underneath.
But the shape of the cart is perfectly rectangular, just as one would expect.
It's like the cases.
Surely it would be immediately obvious if the tablecloth was being draped directly over the body.
Objection! Not if the body had been placed inside one of the hollow zodiac blocks in the winter wing. Place one of those on the lift cart, and it easily passed muster as a regular serving cart, wouldn't you agree?
Goddess of justice.
The fact she's on the committee makes me so concerned for the prosecutor world. Like, this is awful.
Miss Bound.
She's the least of your worries.
Surely
Oh,
now
come
you must admit that it was you who moved the body, just as you did 18 years ago.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? I didn't expect you to deduce all that from a single, simple sketch.
What you gonna do about it, bitch?
But that sketch alone isn't really enough to prove your theory, is it?
Huh. You needn't worry on that front. My case doesn't rest solely on Mr. Butts' artwork. Who the fuck do you think I am? You really think I rely on fucking Larry? No, obviously not. Once you dispose of the body, your serving cart became a simple lift cart once more, which is exactly what we discovered here in the fountain room. And without a serving cart, you had to find some place to put your chocolates.
My chocolates? The ones I was handing out?
As we saw in the sketch, you had originally placed them on top of your cart. But the chocolates you gave us came from your pocket.
In the flashback, it was a fucking mountain of chocolate, bro.
Mine was half melted. It was super sweet and tasty though.
Why did you suddenly feel the need to put the chocolates in your pocket, Miss Bound?
God forbid women do anything.
I'm pretty sure every, woman criminal has always said that for some reason. I don't know why that is. It was because you no longer had a serving cart to put them on. That's why.
God forbid a woman wants to murder as a little treat.
One moment, please. You have explained what Miss Bound did with the chocolates and the lift cart. But what about the tablecloth? Where did it go?
Indeed.
Didn't.
I was about to say, I thought if stashing if stashing the chocolates in her pocket was the only solution she could think of, I doubt Miss Bound had the time to dispose of any entire tablecloth.
I'm sad.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an answer for me?
Miss Bound didn't hide or dispose of the tablecloth, Your Honor. In fact, it's right here in front of us.
She better whack the fuck out of you.
Oh my god, talking. Perhaps you would care to enlighten us.
It's almost like she's a recurring character.
Where's exactly the tablecloth is Bound used to hide the body? I know, she just talks too much sometimes.
Welcome to being a main character.
Welcome to being
I
an
know.
important character in Ace
It's
Attorney.
overwhelming when you have to talk as 4 people.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Miss Bound has the tablecloth on her person, and in plain view, in fact.
In plain view.
She's doing
No.
cha-cha slide.
You surely don't mean.
Miss Bound,
But you're
it's the
cha-cha slide.
cloth around your waist, isn't it? And given the Zodiac blocks weren't kept in glass cases, that cloth would have been in direct contact with the ice. All we would need to do is confirm my theory is test the cloth for traces of sugar used in Mr. Frost's work. The game is up, Miss Bound. It's time to come clean.
You dirty bitch.
Nuh-uh. You won't need to test the tablecloth. Everything you said is true. I stole Delicia's Infesticide Ultra, and I moved Mr. Frost's body.
The fuck?
I'm sad.
I'm sad.
It was me.
Like that.
It was all me.
Oh my god.
Delicia, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Last
how
week I
Larry's
went
just
into
in
your
the
bag and I took it.
I stole it.
Look at
I like
me.
how Larry's just in the back, just like, oh man, this is such a great piece of work. Oh boy.
And then I put it in his pocket, hoping to make it look like he had tried to do himself in. I also made sure to leave no fingerprints but yours, just in case the police suspected foul play. You know, like to frame you for murder.
Oh gosh.
I only read it as a little silly. Hey, sorry, I'm back from the bathroom. That shit hurt like hell. Why would you fucking do that, dude? Were you supposed to be on the same side? All fighting together to free Samson? Your fucking father figure? The fuck?
We were, but I couldn't afford to get arrested. Not yet.
That's a sack of shit!
Not until I'd finally proven that Samson is innocent. I always planned to give myself up in the end, I swear. I know it's easy to say that now, but
I do it this way, though. It's not like you.
I'm sorry, Mr. Fender. I've caused you so much trouble.
That's way past cool.
I've been uncool all along. Ever since that day 18 years ago.
Are you trying to tell us that the culprit in IS-7 incident was you?
No!
You really pissed her off now.
I committed a terrible crime. I took those sculptures and I stole them for purely selfish reasons. The moment Mr. Frost died, they became more than mere entries in a confectionery contest. They became the final works of Samson's favorite artist. I couldn't allow them to just melt away, not before he came home. And that meant I couldn't let anybody near them, not even the police. So I hid them. I knew it was wrong, but I just had to. I put them in the cold storage room for safekeeping. But what I had actually done was far worse than anything I could have possibly imagined. Because who would have thought that Mr. Frost's body itself was posing as one of the sculptures?
Hey, you didn't know?
Wait, so she didn't know about the body when she stole the sculptures?
The shit! Edgeworth, I don't think this is cool anymore.
Samson is a kind man, a saint. He could never kill anybody, never!
So you made him go gray in the hair?
And yet because of what I did, the police never found Mr. Frost's body and Samson was found guilty!
I hate how, like, this entire thing, fucking Judy loves her father figure, but at the same time is the main reason why he has white hair now.
After all he'd done for me, he was my family, the only family I've ever had. He was the most important person in the entire world to me, and I'm afraid.
Judes.
I fucked it up!
You did. You made a little oopsie daisy.
After his conviction, I was forced out of our home. I was finally able to return only a few days ago. When I did, I went to the cold storage room to check up on the sculptures. And that's why I saw it. Mr. Frost's body. It had been there the whole time. Of course, by that point, the statute of limitations had expired. So I did what I did today. Because it was the only way I could think of to make things right.
It seems I have misunderstood her intentions. Everything she's done really has all been for Mr. Tangaroa's sake.
Yeah, what are you thinking about, Mr. Edgeworth?
Something that's been puzzling me. Why did Miss Bound use poison gas? Why not a more reliable method? And why disguise the autumn wing as the winter wing? The only reason I can think of is to confuse someone who was here 18 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder what she had in mind.
There's no way you guys are this fucking slow.
If she was trying to prove that Mr. Tangaroa is innocent, Miss Bound's ultimate goal must be to...
Find the true killer?
It had to be to find the true killer. Could she have been trying to discover the identity of the true culprit? Miss Bound, your ultimate aim was to see Mr. Tangaroa cleared of all charges, correct? And to that end, you had to expose the real killer and have the police find the body from 18 years ago. Is my understanding of your intentions correct? Exhibiting the sculptures was sure to force the killer to return to the crime scene.
Oh no.
After all, they were the only person apart from you who knew that the body was hidden in the icework.
They would have freaked out thinking the body was about to be discovered and come running, yeah?
That is fucking smart as shit. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's fucking clever as...
Yeah, exactly.
Words.
But Miss Bound ran the risk that the killer might successfully cover their tracks this time. In the worst case scenario, they might have even been able to remove Mr. Frost's body from the scene. So how could she lure the true killer into revealing themselves without putting vital evidence at risk?
Oh, I see what you're getting at. You're saying that's why the Autumn Wing was, you know, wintry and shit.
I am. You were betting on one thing, Miss Bound, weren't you? That whoever opened the Pisces
That spicy
case...
chicken's fucking me up.
That whoever opened the Pisces case you had so carefully disguised as a Gemini case would be the real perpetrator of the IS-7 incident!
No.
But that would mean the real killer was...
Overruled. Enough. Not another word.
Oh shit, she's pissed.
Do you realize the implications of what you are saying, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh shit, she pissed.
Are you prepared to stand behind the accusations you are clearly about to make?
Yeah.
Miss Bound set a trap for Mr. Frost's killer, meaning that whoever found themselves caught in that trap is highly likely to be the guilty party. But I'd like the evidence to support such an assertion. To accuse someone without any evidence is not to be done lightly. So, should I really go ahead and make my accusation and name Mr. Frost's killer nonetheless? Fuck that! This is Ace Attorney! This is Ace. I make accusations all the damn time!
Don't be a pussy, bitch! Make the accusation!
My ultimate goal is to see the truth exposed. And to do that, I need to seize the fucking moment. Carpe that diem, bitch!
Truth pudding pussy.
Proof pudding pussy! Yes, Judge Gavell, I am prepared to stand behind my accusation. I know exactly who is to blame for the IS-7 incident.
There's only one man still alive that's from the incident.
Yeah, the only man who we have not gotten sufficient testimony from yet. Carmelo Gusto. Take that!
Peepaw! Mr. Gusto, the victim of the poison attack.
Oh
He's
shit.
the perpetrator behind IS-7 incident.
Bestie.
Her face.
Gusto. Long time no see.
Miss Bound, as we have established, you knew that the opening of the gallery would lure in the real culprit, and you set up the poison gas trap in order to catch them. Do you dispute the facts thus far?
You're a very impressive man, Mr. Edgeworth. Just like your father.
Oh, thank you.
Not as handsome, but, you know.
Okay.
Of course, you're absolutely right.
You're not my target audience anyway, I don't care. Then perhaps you could tell us... Perhaps you could tell us exactly what happened in your own words.
Of course. I have nothing to hide anymore. So I might as well tell you everything. As you said,
gonna
I
go on
set a
Twitter
trap
for
here
this.
in the gallery to try and catch Mr. Frost's killer. Have fun. Before we opened, I made sure that the door to the autumn wing was the only one that was unlocked. When opening time came, I went around to unlock the doors of the various rooms, and found that the autumn wing had been locked from the inside. The killer is on the other side of the door. The thought, well, it frightened me.
And then she simply walked away, leaving him to fall victim to a poison gas trap.
Yep, I was going to kill him. When I heard that Mr. Gusto was being treated for gas inhalation, that's when I knew he was the murderer. Dead as nails. All that was left was for the police to find Mr. Frost's body, and then Samson would finally be proven innocent. At least that was my plan.
Dudes, why didn't you tell me? You know I'm always here for you, right? Could have found another way. Didn't have to be like this.
Thank you, Mr. Fender. You've been so very kind to me all these years. But I'm the one who created this mess, so it was up to me to try and clean it up. You know, guilt and such. I didn't care what it took, as long as I could get Samson out of that awful place.
Judy, Judy, Judy.
18 years ago, the police managed to cover up the fact that Mr. Frost's body had gone missing. If I went to them now and said it had reappeared, I was afraid they might have tried to cover things up again. So I worked to set off a very public incident here in the gallery, in front of as many witnesses as possible.
Sorry, Judy. You, Samson, Gregory, I let you all down.
Fender, this can't be easy for him.
Another tear. I'm so sad.
No, I'm the one who should be apologizing. Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, I hope one day you can forgive me. And whatever punishment I have to face, I'm ready to accept it. But please, I may ask one thing of you. It's that you simply must clear Samson's name.
Continue what your father didn't.
Yeah. The way the truth of these past 18 years have come to light was unexpected, to say the least. And yet, it only set us down a path towards an even more shocking end. Ow, fuck.
To
be continued.
Well,
That was only like an hour. Do you want to continue?
yeah, we got to,
Sure.
man. It's like, I know the next segment is definitely the last one. It is like the last one of the entire case, to my understanding. Yeah,
How
it is
long
the
is
last
it?
one.
Also, did I miss Wiener? Did I miss Wiener?
You did.
Yeah, but he'll come back.
Ah!
He'll come back. He's
I was voicing him for a bit. It was funny.
It's all right.
Yeah.
All right, let's ball.
He'll be
I
back.
missed the Wiener.
Are we gonna ball? Let's
A
ball.
wiener.
Let's fucking ball. Let's do this. Let's get fucking.
I hope when you
gusto.
watch the videos back, Crow, that you'll like what I did with him because I tried my best.
All right. Let's
My ass will
continue.
not listen.
Let's
Where the fuck is he?
He went to go get someone, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Miss
okay.
Bound, are you feeling a little calmer now?
No. I feel like shit. Yeah.
Good. Then allow me to get to the point. Regardless of your intentions, you broke the law.
Yes, I understand that.
Nevertheless, I understand that you did what you did in order to prove Mr. Tangaroa's innocence. Therefore, if the real culprit really is someone else, then we have a duty to reinvestigate the case. I can't do anything around
Why
you,
can't-
can I?
God forbid
Why
Edward
can't
do
you-
anything, bro.
God
There
forbid a
is
gay man do
nothing to
anything!
suggest that- Shut the fuck up! There is
Oh my
nothing
God.
to suggest that anything nefarious took place in the official IS-7 incident records.
Bro, it's almost like Von Karma was running it. Oh.
And right now, there is nothing to suggest that we should take Miss Bounds at her word either.
Bro, you such a bitch.
So, our first order of business should be to arrest the culprit of the case before us, Miss Bound herself.
I didn't do anything!
Objection! First of all, have you met my fucking mentor? Yes, he would have fucking messed with those records. He is an evil man. He is an evil man. He
Was.
killed my dad. He
He did
killed
do
my.
that.
He killed my fucking dad. Fucking dick. And he likes Zaxby's. I'm not sure which crime is worse.
I was about to say, he likes Zaxby's. That's the worst offense of all.
Official records cannot always be trusted, Judge Gavel, especially since there are those prosecutors who would think nothing of twisting the facts.
Yo, group consensus. How we feel about just killing Gavel? Thoughts?
No.
Keep reading.
Are you suggesting that the committee at the time overlooked such a prosecutor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
At the time.
Yeah.
Manfred von Karma. You'll be happy to be introduced to him. That's for you and your people to
No.
figure out. However, it is
Actually,
a
you won't
fact.
because he's dead.
It is a fact that the autopsy report was faked. Seeing as Mr. Frost's body was only found just now.
You stupid bitch.
There is something of Miss Von Karma in you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Bro, okay, yeah, we can kill her. We
Yeah.
can kill her.
Yeah, no, you know what? You fucking crossed the line. Don't. How?
Get that bitch!
Oh, I thought the sound
So?
effect was like Fender punching her or something.
How so exactly?
By continually defending the will of the committee and bending the truth to fit your needs. That's how.
Okay, so they did know.
Oh, so you did know he was a
You
problem.
did know.
So you know he was a problem child. You just didn't do anything
Did
about
nothing.
it. Okay.
My dad says I'm a problem child.
It's because you are, you little shit.
What?
I have the perfect emojis for that. Well,
Perhaps it's time you understand how no, the committee sees this case.
that motherfucker's blind at this
Fuck
point, man.
your
What the fuck?
The committee's view. Oh, the committee.
The committee is willing to accept that Mr. Von Karma
Falsified.
Thank you. Falsified Mr. Frost's autopsy report.
I like to imagine both Judy and Edward just went falsified
Even still,
it.
Mr. Von Karma only managed to have Mr. Tangaroa convicted as an accomplice. I personally have come to believe that the real culprit behind IS-7 incident is Miss Bound.
What reason?
Her plan to poison and kill Mr. Gusto today was her attempt to frame him for Mr. Frost's murder.
For why? But to
¿Por qué?
why?
And this is how the committee sees things, is it?
Okay.
It is. As always, I act solely in service of the law and order.
You don't, you lying bitch.
It sounds to
She
me
tries her
like,
best.
like all she's doing is acting in service of the committee and covering up the truth. And if I can't
The
change
committee
her
is
mind,
perfect. It has no flaws. Meanwhile, just this fucking tarp over all their inexcusable actions.
Yeah, bro's like Kristoff and Means, but like
oh,
woman.
shut up! Shut up! Fuck, we haven't gotten those characters yet. If I can't change her mind, there will be no saving Mr. Tangaroa or Miss Bound.
I like the fact that like Gregory saw Samson get fucking the guilty verdict, and now Miles has the potential to see Mrs. Bound get the guilty verdict. It's literally just a generational thing of you can't save them.
Uh-huh.
You think
Yeah,
it's
I call bogus on this fucking thing right here. I'm gonna press it. Hold it! Why would Miss Bound have chosen to frame Mr. Gusto for the murder?
No doubt he suspected her of being the real culprit. He may have entered what he thought was the Winter Wing simply to see it as the Gemini statue was genuine.
That's some bullshit.
Little did he know that he would be greeted by a trap disguised to silence him. A trap that nearly...
Objection! Do you have any evidence to support that line of reasoning?
Unfortunately, Mr. Gusto remains in critical condition. It will be difficult to prove anything until he regains consciousness.
Smelling salts.
In other words, there is little we can do for now.
On the contrary, there's plenty we can do.
Still have no grasp of this, then allow me to spell it out for you.
Hey Judy, you think if I went to go crack some smelling salts over at Gusto, he'll wake up?
Where's
We
those
all
fucking,
have
What is this again? Is this the Gemini analysis?
Yeah, because she's
This-
saying...
Oh.
Because she's saying, basically, that if blood was found, right? If blood was... See, it says right there, if blood was found in, like, the Gemini statue, right? And she's saying that they have sufficient, like, you know... They have sufficient knowledge of, like, you know, yeah, Judy did it. No, I'm calling bogus there. I'm calling bogus there. Objection! Oh, you silly,
I
silly
think
woman.
Starry went out for a bit.
I'm afraid
Are
there's...
you there?
What?
Oh yeah, no, Starry went out for a bit. Fuck.
Oh.
I can do Justine or Grill for now.
Alright. I guess do your best. I'm afraid there is still one question concerning the IS-7 incident that remains unanswered, Your Honor. Would you mind taking a look at this?
What is it?
They're test results, carried out on the liquid in the bottom of the Gemini case in the Winter Wing. As you can see, traces of blood were detected. The question is, whose? Until that question is answered, I hardly think you can claim to have all the evidence!
Fuck!
There was blood in the Gemini case? Why did I not hear about this from Eustace?
You what?
Get
I
out.
what? I
Val,
what?
Come on. You know
I'm
who-
back.
You know who we're
You're
talking
welcome back.
about, right? You know who we're talking about, right? Because Detective Gumshoe informed me of the results directly. I was planning to tell Mr. Winner about it myself, of course, but, you know, I couldn't really do it between all the, oh, you're Mr. Loserworth. I don't want to listen to a loser.
I did say that. I did say that.
Did you? Wow.
Yeah, I called him Loserworth.
He's just really fucking hard to talk to, alright?
I'm
No,
just
he's
a
not.
little guy.
You kept this to yourself until now, despite having no jurisdiction here whatsoever.
Yeah.
Mark my words. The committee will hear all about what you've done here today.
I'm terrified.
Marking your words.
As ever, my interest is in the truth. And if mistakes were made in the past, they must be rectified. If you must report me to the committee, then so be it. But in return, we must be allowed to investigate this case to the very end.
Jill.
That is what my decision is to make.
Bullshit.
You will need to discuss it with Eustace.
Hey, guess who's back, losers? And with good news, too.
There he
It's
is.
me, the winner!
God.
It was a close call for a minute there, but Carmelo Gusto is alive.
Yay.
Hooray, I'm also
Trent.
here.
Trent, I have a question. So I have more of a speaking role. Do you mind if I take Gusto, or do you still want to do him?
Nah, I take Gusto. I'm doing plenty of work right
Cool.
now.
Yeah, you gotta do Larry, Edgeworth,
Gusto!
Gumshoe.
What the hell?
He made it. Fuck. We didn't
Oh
kill
god,
him.
I gotta put on an old man voice. Is that a tattoo?
Yeah, it's yours tattoo.
You're the ones who found me.
Oh, that's a good voice. That's a good voice. Keep doing them. You have them forever now.
Long time no see, Gusto. How you doing? Oh, you're Tony's assistant.
Oh, I love him.
Grown! And you have an assistant of your own now.
Assistant? No, I'm...
Yeah, he hasn't got the gig just yet. This is Gregory's old kid.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth at your service.
It moves in mysterious ways. I'm in your debt. If you hadn't found me in time, I wouldn't be here to thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. After all, if we hadn't lived, we wouldn't be able to ask you what really happened 18 years ago.
So you're talking about?
We figured out quite a bit while you were out cold. Knocked out like a light, actually. And the fact that you're probably the guy who offed poor old Artie Frost, you know?
What? Is that true?
Miss Bound set up a very elaborate trap to catch Mr. Frost as murderer. A trap that involved rigging the Pisces case with poison gas. Perhaps in light of that fact, you could tell us in your own words what happened back then. Or perhaps you'd rather exercise your right to remain silent. I forgot.
Oh, I know that one. That's the Fifth Amendment.
Yes. I forgot you Americans have rights or some
God,
shit like
hold
that.
on a second. That made me lightheaded. Fuck. Holy shit. I almost passed out. Holy shit. I'm sorry.
Get it together, man.
I'm sorry. Jesus Christ, I fucked me up. It's not that. So here's a fan of the old meditation. He's Om and all that jazz. The Om.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god. Oh, sorry, still gone. Fuck.
I can be care. Oh no.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought Ren came
I
back.
zoned out.
It's okay.
Wow! Sleeping while standing seems pretty cool. That's one heck of a talent. Good for you, JJ.
Except he is actually fucking sleeping. There's no sleeping involved meditation, Kay.
Sorry, as I say that, my roommate goes, "Oh, I've done it."
Hey, Gusto, old pal. Hey, I bet you snap out of it and tell us what went down way back when.
I was having quite the dream. It was amazing! I was caught in the girl's trap, so I must be the killer. This is your idea of a joke. I'm the victim here.
Indeed you are, Mr. Gusto. And there is no evidence that you have done anything wrong yet. Mr. Edgeworth and Mr. Fender are merely speculating.
She said your name harsher.
Rest assured that they will have no authority here, and that you may pay them no heed.
We're paying them?
At least somebody
No,
here
not.
seems to be on my side.
Judge Verity Cavell, it's a pleasure, Mr. Gusto. I will assist you in any way you may require. Perhaps you could begin by explaining what actually happened 18 years ago to Mr. Edgeworth.
Fine. You want me to prove I'm innocent, Mr. Prosecutor? I'll be happy to.
Objection! So this is how you mean to play it, Judge Gavell? You're hoping Mr. Gusto will help you to hide what happened instead of trying to correct the record?
I believe only in infallible judgment of the goddess of justice.
Except it is us humans who make the actual judgment calls in a court of law. And so long as there are those who would use the law to their advantage, our rulings are fallible indeed. If you would use your position to further obscure the truth, then neither she nor I will forgive you.
We shall see about that.
What do you advise, Judge Gabel?
It would seem that you are under suspicion because it was you who triggered the poisonous gas. Especially by opening the Pisces case line. Would you be so kind as to share with us why?
Stood. I came to see Frost sculptures. Simple as that. I made a mistake with the opening times and arrived half an hour early.
Miss Bound, was there no one at the reception desk at around that time?
I had left the main entrance unguarded and unlocked, just in case the killer made an appearance. I was also busy making preparations elsewhere, all the way up into the gallery's opening. So no, there was no one here on the first floor then. But I did make sure that all the wings were locked up tight, all except for the autumn wing, that is.
I see. She did all that just to steer the culprit into the autumn wing? Which is precisely where Mr. Gusto went.
Sneaking into a building's pretty suspicious, however you slice it.
Silence in the courtroom. No objections or interventions, unless there is some evidence that the witness is lying.
Room, you know this is an art gallery, right?
Mr. Gusto, if you could please continue by explaining why you opened the Pisces case.
I wanted to see Frost work up close. I went to the Gemini. She was supposed to be the Pisces statue. Saw that the lid was frozen on tight. So I grabbed a blowtorch from nearby and tried to open it. I finally got it open. Gas came pouring out.
Gas! Fills the room.
Gas. Galaxy gas.
Fascinating. His is the sort of flawless testimony attorneys can only dream of.
Thing sounds like a lie, kind.
I'm none too satisfied with Mr. Gusto's explanation myself.
Have ops everywhere!
Alas, there's no evidence to refute it.
Jesus Christ.
Come on. There must be something!
It's Bound's story you should be questioning, not mine! I am not the one who set up the gas trap. She could have killed anybody with that thing.
Objection! Me. Objection! Turned on the sprinklers as soon as the gas was released. She knew exactly what she was doing. It was gunning for the killer and nobody else. The killer being you, old pal.
So you leave that self-convicted criminal.
Confessed. Not
Miss
convicted yet.
Bound is far from blameless in this affair, and she will have to pay for her crimes.
A
But
whopping
so,
50
Now, bitch.
smackaroos.
but so will Mr. Frost's killer.
You seem determined to pin Frost's murder on me. I had no reason to kill him. You have no evidence to prove otherwise.
Why does it sound like he took out a knife?
Yeah.
He's sheathing his sugar
Oh,
thingy.
he's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
He's like some samurai ass aesthetic thing.
I like it.
I could too. Tried looking up his nationality so I could give him a more accurate voice, but I couldn't find shit.
No, I like the voice you got right now. Keep that voice.
Yeah. Keep the voice he has.
I can't wait for his crash out.
Can we really not prove that he's the killer, Mr. Edgeworth?
Mr. Gusto fell victim to the poison gas. That much is indisputable. Yet, no matter how suspicious his actions in the present may seem, and my god, I mean, very much so, they prove nothing about the past.
Picking a unicorn.
But what about you, Defender? There must be something we can do. There's dogs barking.
I mean, yeah, you're right. We may not have evidence, but we have plenty of intel. Let me see here. I'm a notepad, write some stuff down, eating the paper. If Gusto killed Frost, he must have had a reason.
He claims not to have a motive, but that can't really be true, can it? Murder's motive, Gusto insists he had no reason to kill Artie Frost, but... That's where it ends.
But if he did it, he has one. Not many people commit murder just for fun, unless you're a fucking psychopathic killer.
Unless you're the Joker, yes.
The jungler.
No, I think you're thinking of the juggler. In fact, your old man had a little back and forth with Von Karma about a probable motive too, remember?
That's a big dog bark.
Oh, how can you possibly say that without any certainty? If the real relationship had broken down for some reason,
Broken down.
it could very well have been the motive behind this murder.
It's a troll.
Von Karma wouldn't let us talk to... Who the fuck is that? Von Karma wouldn't let us talk to Gusto back then, but now he can. We have every opportunity to get this fucker. We can get the pieces together. I think the picture we've been looking for might just emerge.
Yes, I think you might be right. If you think back over everything we know about the IS-7 incident, especially the questions that never got answered. And the finger marks, were you the one wearing the gloves? Bitch.
The gloves.
You the one wearing the gloves.
The gloves.
Miss Scone denied that the finger marks on the frame were hers. But what if they were Mr. Gusto's? Perhaps he had wanted to take a look through the ultimate cookbook for himself.
Who's to know?
When the gloves.
Your turn, Crow. Make a silly voice.
In other words, the film ran out sooner than expected.
I might do that for Gregory if another line comes up.
We're fucking children. We are immature children.
We are fucking children, bro. We're
Alright.
so...
Alright,
Christ.
I'm sorry. Alright, back to the song.
Dude,
back to
if
the song.
Eustace comes up in any flashback, it's
Oh,
so
God.
over.
Oh god. My father noticed these things for a reason. I just need to piece them together correctly.
And roommates, we're sorry. We're just idiots.
In the absence of evidence, it's the only way to the truth. Oh, brave last time! Alright.
I don't want to have to do Gusto's fucking flashback voice, bro. That's just gonna be ridiculous.
Okay, alright, let me think about this. So, Gusto helped Frost in the final, but the favor wasn't its turn. Okay, these two are definitely linked. Whatever broke their like fucking allyship is what caused the murderer's motive. It's gotta be, right?
I think it's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I think it's reversed though.
And we'll try it, but it's worth the try. Yeah, there we go. Mr. Gusto, you and Mr. Frost conspired to create the works for the contest together, did you not?
No.
So you know my little secret.
Oh, okay, he admitted it.
Mystic Fender was kind enough to inform me.
That rat bastard.
Mr. Frost was in charge of the designs, while you were in charge of the flavor, is that correct?
What can I say? I still had a long way to travel on the road to becoming a master confectionery.
But you only collaborated up through the semi-final. Something changed after that.
He called me a
Both wanted to show what we... Yeah, he called me a bitch! Both wanted to show what we could do.
Oh? Show that we were better than Tangaroa.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know. Give him a second.
Alright.
I don't have...
Yeah, alright, I'll give you...
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
I'll give him a second. Objection! Then why did you help Mr. Frost with his entry for the final?
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear me.
Ham, old boy!
Ham!
It seems our dear friend is having some technical difficulties.
Take him back. Take him back. Take a step back.
Alright, I'll take him back temporarily. What grounds do you have to say that? Your own statement made to Mr. Von Karma 8. There you go. There you are. Okay.
I hate my Wi-Fi. Job Corps fucking sucks.
No, so real.
Your own statement made to Mr. Von Karma 18 years ago. You told him that you had been working together right up until the day before the final. Hi, hello. You thought Gusto was Swedish? That's an interesting take. I thought it more as like Okinawan or some shit like that, but like I mean I could see the vision.
For some reason in my brain I was like, oh yeah, this guy this guy's totally Filipino. I don't know why.
Unfortunately for everyone, I can't do either accent.
No!
Alright, moving on. You told him that you had been working together right up until the day before the final.
Oh god.
God damn it.
Come on, my God.
Actually, no. Fuck it. No, honorable voice. In that case, why didn't Mr. Frost reciprocate and have Mr. Gusto in return?
Because he didn't go with the cookie down! Objection! I'm going to terminate you! I just remember him being that Austrian. Like, I knew he was from Austria, but I didn't think he was that Austrian. I think I'm remembering things
I think he's like German, isn't he?
German, Austrian, it's basically the same thing. I don't know.
Sorry, we're being stupid.
We're being fucking children. We're being literally fucking toddlers right now.
Dude, the second I get Eustace in a flashback, I'm so excited.
So, why didn't Mr. Frost help you return,
Oh god.
I submit that your relationship broke down for some reason. Bit of an ugly
Bastard
divorce.
divorced me!
Yeah, about to say, divorce was ugly, And that became the basis of your motive for murder!
I mean, that's grammatically correct.
That's not how it was.
Jeez.
Sure, we stopped working together, but it was all perfectly friendly.
You working together? In a friendly way? Kinda hard to imagine that, but...
They broke up, but like, they were still friends though.
Yeah, that definitely
We were
happens.
still friends. Besides, how do you think I did it exactly? You think I just strolled into Tangaroa's room and killed Frost?
Yeah, kind of.
I couldn't. Shut up, little man. I couldn't have killed that man while Tangaroa
I'm
was
not
in there working on
little.
his chocolate pieces, could I?
Alright, Gusto should
I'm
not have killed
5'10".
Frost
That's
with Kangaroo.
my dad says that's a totally normal height for a guy my age.
So, okay, that's a good point. That is a good point, though. If Tangaroo was in there, he couldn't have feasibly killed him there.
That is true, yeah.
See? It can't have been me.
I wouldn't be so sure. There must be a window of time when Mr. Tangaroo wasn't in his room. And if I can prove that, I can prove that Mr. Gusto had the opportunity to kill Mr. Frost. Back to the brain temple. Brain temple time. Okay. Had Gusto's goal been to look through the ultimate cookbook all along?
And you can just take picture. The picture thing said more film had been used up than Tangaroo expected.
Oh, did he fucking... Did he? Yeah, he might have used the camera to fucking take pictures of the book. Oh, yeah. Brain blast. Oh, yeah.
Both direction and magnitude.
With both direction and magnitude. Photographing the cookbook's contents would be the perfect way to steal its secrets undetected. And what if Mr. Gusto did just that? What if he used Mr. Tangaroo's camera to photograph the book?
It'd be a perfect crime. So much better than stealing it and getting chased by the cops. That gives me ideas.
Is Eustace just in the corner eating ice or some shit?
Yeah, my dad says I'm anemic.
I'm concerned for that boy. I'm concerned for him.
Sneaky snap shutter 20, huh? I mean, that could work, theoretically.
The only question is, when would he have done it?
Hey, good question. What about during afternoon tea? Didn't Alicia say that Gusto and Frost had missed out on the little tea party they had?
Alright, putting that in the brain logic place. Which brings me to the next question. When do we know for certain that Mr. Frost was still alive?
I like it that it's
Oh,
like
God.
oh god. He's not even like being comprehensible. I'm gonna go fucking like so deep. No, I'm just gonna go Scottish. Mrs. Scone, where Mr. Tangaroo's works are the only one you sampled.
Yeah, I couldn't help myself.
I don't know.
When I finished the afternoon tea, I tiptoed over Mr. Chilliwag's room for a taste too.
I really need to remember people's voices more. I am having the worst time right now.
I mean, technically speaking, it has been a while since Edgeworth heard his own father's voice. So,
Am I a fucking Scot? I don't even know anymore.
it's
Mr.
just
Fro-
Edgeworth. It just hears in the distance. Aye, lad, you're a Scotman.
I gotta trade my Craviton for a kilt. Mr. Frost had kept to himself inside his room after the contest had started.
Edgeworth with a kilt instead of a cravat is fucking funny.
Can't imagine Edgeworth with a Scottish accent. That autopsy is outdated, Your Honor.
It's just Shrek.
But he was gone by the time Miss Scone snuck into it to sample his work, meaning there's a good chance he was murdered before the end of afternoon tea.
Aye, lad, get at us!
Boom, boom,
Boom.
The final two pieces. Brain.
Watch it be wrong.
Can you imagine? They just cling together and back off like, huh?
Oh, no, this can't be. No, put them on to pieces. No. We can be sure that Mr. Frost was alive until the beginning of afternoon tea, making tea time the only window during which Mr. Gusto could have killed him.
Are you satisfied with Mr. Gusto's story now, Mr. Edgeworth?
No. Nope. Sadly, I'm afraid I'm still rather unsatisfied. But things are finally starting to become clear. And the truth will soon come to light at last!
Do you mean to say that you have now uncovered new evidence?
Evidence? No! I was hoping I might convince Mr. Gusto to open up about it instead.
Is it a mind game? Is it mind game times again?
Yep, yes it is! Get your fucking pieces out, you know what time it is! Mr. Gusto, I have a question for you.
You're so autistic, bro.
Do you like chess? I said I have a question for you!
What is it?
You chose to make your entry for the final on your own.
I told you, I wanted to test myself. I wanted to prove I was the best in the world.
Objection!
Or,
If that were the case, then surely you wouldn't have chosen to cheat in the first place. So tell me, Mr. Gusto, why did you feel the need to team up with Mr. Frost?